Hey friends, so it's Monday, it's 8:30 and I'm having a dilemma. So I just got done watching some BookTube, playing some Animal Crossing, my usual nightly things, and yeah, so I'm having problems because I'm back into writing my fanfiction. Of course, I'm actually back on my other AO3 account. I have two, and I'm back on my John Locke one, and basically I'm back on my John Locke shit, which is like, John Locke's probably my one of my biggest OTPs I have. It's just endless, it's timeless, it's amazing. Anyway, so I'm back to writing. I'm actually writing a case fic, which is different, but it's fun. I'm on chapter 2. I haven't posted chapter 1 yet. I need to edit it and stuff, but if you guys didn't know, it's actually my birthday this weekend. And so something I've been wanting for a really long time, and I've been needing for a really long time, was a new laptop. So I got one, and it's really nice and pretty, and just, yeah, it's great. So it's got a backlit keyboard, it's got an amazing graphics card, it's got everything that I need to do my writing and my video editing, and it's perfect. Okay, so I'm so happy I have that. It's really nice. So my dilemma, obviously I'm definitely gonna write tonight. I've been writing today, and I'm definitely gonna write some more tonight. But I do want to read for a little bit first. Here's my problem. I finished the Dragon Republic on Saturday. Thank the Lord, finally. But I'm buddy reading The Count of Monte Cristo with my friends, which I'm definitely gonna read some of this tonight. It's probably what I'm gonna read first. I'm gonna read a few chapters of this, but then after that, I haven't started another book yet. Me and Kristen are about to start our buddy read for Inheritance, which is a sequel to Adaption, so I might read some of that, but I still need a book for myself that's not a buddy read. And here's the issue that I'm having. The book I was gonna go with is Charlie Bone and the Invisible Boy, because it's on my Medievalathon TBR, but because I'm back on writing my own fan fiction and stuff, I'm like, well, what if I just dropped everything I'm doing and reread Fangirl for the 5th fucking time? I don't know, it just sounds like fun. It sounds like so much fun. And look at how much tab this is from the last time I read it. I went crazy, you guys. But this is probably one of my all-time favorite books. It's just me. I am Cat. And it just... So it's Wednesday morning. It's 8:25, and I have just a few minutes before I have to grab my stuff and head out the door. But I thought I would update you guys because I didn't yesterday. Because yesterday it's just a lot. I guess that's the thing. Tuesdays are our busiest days at my job, so I think that usually Tuesday just doesn't work out very well for me, and I should learn to get with that. Basically, the only reading I have done is The Count of Monte Cristo, which is weird because you would think this would be the one I would be putting off because it's hard. I have decided to reread Fangirl, though. It is in my bag. I'm taking it with me to work, so I'm probably gonna start it on a break while I'm there. Maybe because yesterday, I also have been taking my laptop and I've just been going at it, just writing as much as I can. But I'm on page 187 of The Count of Monte Cristo. I'm on chapter 19. Like it so far. It's a lot of setup. The whole everything that we've read so far has just been set up for what's gonna happen, and I know that. But I also kind of like it just because it does give us more time to learn the characters, learn the stakes and everything. That way when the shit starts going down, it's we really actually give a shit about what's happening with the characters. And talk to you later. fangirl because I have absolute zero self-control, and I am on page 100, chapter 10, and like I can read this bitch so fast on my book. So I've been like revising. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, it is like about to be 9 p.m. on Friday night, and I just finished my like 5th reread of Fangirl by Rereading. Oh, I can't even begin to tell you how much this book means to me. It's my everything. I love it. It's just every time I reread it, I find something new. Like, for example, at first, Levi calls Cather, and she fucking gets on him all the time about it. She hates it. And, I mean, she ends up letting him do it later without making a fuss. But at first, she didn't really like it. And then when she sees her mom for the first time in, like, 10 years, her mom calls her Cather. And I'm like, that's why. So, just the fact that I'm still finding new things in this story is just crazy. And the amount of times that I laughed out loud while reading this, just like, oh my god, it's just amazing. And I just, it's so good, you guys. And I just relate so much because I really am like Cat. And like, there's this part, hold on, I'll find it. Okay, so this is how it's like being in my head all the time, every day. One thing about writing this much, her brain never really shifted out of the world of mages. When she sat down to write, she didn't have to wade back into the story slowly, waiting to get used to the temperature. She was just there, all the time, all day. Real life was something happening in her peripheral vision. And that's like what it's like for me, like all the time, like every day. I'm really not like in the real world. I'm like in some kind of fictional world all the time, you guys. I can't ever get out. I'm just like, and that's why I read so much. Like, you guys are like, you know, because I read like 20 plus books every month, and people are like, holy shit, you read so much. How do you read so much? And it's called, I fucking hate being alive. That went dark. I don't know, our world is just so boring. There's nothing exciting about it. We don't have vampires, we don't have werewolves, we don't have magic, we don't have like, you know what I mean? I mean technically you could argue there's magic, okay? Like, I get it, I'm pagan, but like, you know what I mean? Like, there's not dragons, there's not wizards, there's not, you know what I mean? There's just not anything that makes life extra light. All life is in our world is just a lot of boring, and especially right now with everything that's going on, it's just dull as can be, and I fucking hate it. I hate it, and I hate this world. It's so like, I just feel like there's more dark spots to it than there are light spots, you know what I mean? So yeah, basically that. And yeah, there's another quote in this book, like, to be a real nerd, you had to prefer fictional worlds to the real one, which I'm a real nerd, because trust me, I prefer fictional worlds to the real one. You know, like, yeah, like if I could fucking go to Hogwarts, I'd fucking go. I would leave everything and everyone behind, and I wouldn't care at all, like at all. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, there's something about it. There's just something there. I don't know. And it always reignites me on my fanfiction. I'm like, okay, now I just want to like sit at my laptop for like 5 hours and just write fanfiction, which I have been working on my fanfiction. I'm on chapter 3 already, and I've already got like over 1,000 words on it, so that's awesome. Yeah, so I've done that. I just need to kind of figure out where I'm going, because it's a case fic, and I've never written a case fic, and they're hard, you guys. They're really hard. But like, I don't know, I feel like Sherlock, like, I mean, I love Sherlock and John. It's just like, it's hard to write them without having some kind of a case happening, because that's what they do, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, you could argue that you could write one of the fics where it's like they're in between cases and like show Sherlock being bored and da-da-da-da, and that would be fun, and that would be fine and everything. But I don't know, I just had this idea for a case and I'm like, this would be fun. And then also, let's throw in the fact that John just found out that the baby's not his, so he comes back home to 221B Baker Street, right? So I'm supposed to be doing a whole vlog for the 24 and 48, and it's already 8 p.m. on Saturday, and this is my first update, so I suck. But I haven't read very much because basically I stayed up till 3:30 a.m. last night, and I was busy writing my fanfic. I found a beta who is very graciously beta reading my fic chapter by chapter for me, which I'm working on chapter 4 currently. And so when I woke up this morning, I got like her feedback back from like 2 of the I posted chapter 1, so that's exciting. And then haven't written any more on chapter 4 yet, but that's just because I've been busy. Well, busy is a relative term, I guess. All my stickers, because my dad got me a gift card for my birthday, and so I got a ton of fucking stickers. So I got like a bunch of Supernatural and Harry Potter ones and everything. And so I decorated my laptop, did my bullet journal. I did the back to chapter 4 of the buddy read I'm doing with Kristen. I finally started it. It's called Inheritance, so I'm glad that I finally started that. Yay. I also read volume 1 of Gravitation, and then I started this volume, which is volume 2. I've gotten through like 1 issue in that so far, which this is a reread. I've read this so many times, but I never make it past a certain volume, and I like actually just want to read the entire manga because I actually have all 12 volumes, so I can check on the food, and then we're gonna eat, watch Harry Potter, and then hopefully I'm gonna get some reading done. I'll let you guys know. Hey guys, so it's like 9 on Sunday, and I did some reading last night before I went to sleep. I am at like 2 hours and like 20 minutes, so I'm definitely not gonna hit the 24. So I finished volume 2 of this last night, and then I also read volumes 3 and 4 of it as well, which, yeah, was good. And yeah, so now I'm gonna take the rest of these, plus I have volumes 5 and 6 over by my chair, and I'm gonna try to read that, and then this way I will be caught up on my Goodreads goal, which is super important because I'm like 6 books behind. That way I can get caught up and be good. I'll check in with you guys later. Go. So it is Thursday. It's like almost 11. And I'm watching Olivia's vlog. And my cat is here. And last night I read up until chapter 20 in our buddy read that I'm reading with Kristen, Inheritance, and I'm probably about to read some more of that. And then let's see, did I tell you guys about Count of Monte Cristo? I don't know. I'm on, oh yeah, I told you, I'm on page 212. I'm still on page 212. Oh, and then I finished an entire book at work today. I listened to the audiobook for the Adventurers Guild, and you guys, this book was so damn good. I loved it. It was so good and so interesting, and I loved the world, and I loved like the setup, and just like I just loved it. And I'm like super fucking excited to read the sequel, which thankfully is already out, which I'm like, yes. So I already put a hold on the audiobook for the sequel, so as soon as that comes in, I'm gonna be listening to it. I am so excited. I loved Brock. He was an amazing character. I loved his personality. I love the way that he was totally protective of his friend Zeb. I also love Zeb. He's just a precious little fucking cinnamon roll. Honestly, he reminds me a lot of Merlin. Yeah, I just feel like he's Merlin if Merlin was like 12 years old. To take medicine and finish watching this vlog and hopefully read some, so talk later. Hello friends, it's Friday, finally. It's 9:56 in the nighttime, in the evening, and I've been drinking my margarita, as I do on the Friday evenings. Also, your girl has been a big ass adult today. So, I got home from the work, and then me and Seth got on the phone, and I was on the phone for an hour with my car insurance people because me and Seth wanted to get he's already on my car insurance as another driver, but none of his vehicles are on there, so we went and got his truck put on there. We're just trying to like consolidate how many different bills we have, so like stuff that we can be on together, we're trying to be on together so that we have less things, you know what I mean? So now his truck is on my policy, and he's already been on there as another driver because he also drives my car sometimes. Like today he went to go get Arby's and he took my car because his truck is old and the only other vehicle he has is a motorcycle. So yeah. Anyway, so we got him put on there. Again, I was on the phone for an hour because we also had to get renter's insurance. I mean, we already have renter's insurance, but it's expiring soon, so I had to get a new policy for that so that we still have our renter's insurance. Then I also renewed the registration for my car. I cleaned the kitchen tonight, and I wiped down the shelves in the fridge and threw out old stuff because I'm going grocery shopping tomorrow. So your girl is kicking ass and taking names. Also, I have a ton of pimples on my face, so I ordered some acne stuff, and I also, while I was there, ordered some gay ass fantasy books. Yay! Because like I was talking to my friend and I was like, I'm on Amazon and I have to get some acne stuff because I'm dying, but like also I want books. And so she was recommending me all these books, and I'm like, okay, well, my friend is sending me those 2 books because she has duplicate copies, so she's sending them to me for free, so I'm not buying this. And then she's like, well, what do you want? And I'm like, I want some gay ass fantasy shit. That's what I want. So she's like, okay, there's this one and this one and this one. And she just sent me a bunch of recommendations. So then I bought some books, spent like $100, but I also got paid today. I read the entirety of Arusha and the End of Time by Roshani Chokshi today. While I was at work, I listened to the audiobook. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I actually just had listened to her talk about this book because I've been listening to the Happy Writer podcast with Marissa Meyer, and she recently had Roshani Chokshi on the podcast, and she was talking about Arusha, and the way she described it just made it sound like so much fun, and I was listening to it today, and it was just so much fun, you guys. I think I figured out that the perfect audiobooks for me are middle grade fantasies because they just have all the whimsy, and they're just so much fun, and they're very engrossing, and the world building is amazing, and so I think I need to listen to middle grade audiobooks because when I'm listening to those, I'm just having a great time, and I'm just straight up enjoying myself a lot, so I think I figured that out. I loved it. I already went ahead and borrowed the second book, the audiobook from Overdrive. I downloaded that. So the book that I've been buddy reading with Kristen, Inheritance, and I think I'm on like chapter 26 now. Hold please, let me check. Yes, chapter 26. Can I just say that I hate everybody? Not everybody, but like I kind of hate everybody. Reese is fucking annoying. David is fucking a jerk. Julian is like, I don't know, I'm on the fence about him. Amber is pretty cool. I like Amber. And Aries is just superior, above all their bullshit, is just kicking it up top while everybody else is just scrambling around doing dumb shit. So basically, stan Aries. That's it. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go so that I can hopefully read before I end up passing out because I'm tired. I'll talk to you later. It's Saturday. It's 10:03 p.m. And your girl has done a lot today. So I got up today, made my coffee and all that, and then my beta reader actually was hosting a watch party on Cass. We watched the gay pilot of Sherlock together. That was a super fun, good time. That was only my second time ever seeing the gay pilot, so I had a lot of fun. And just everybody like interacting and being like, oh my god, they're such babies, and da 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 da. It was just a good time. It was just fun. I went and got ready, and then I went to the store and I got groceries, and then I came home. Maddie helped me bring them in, and then I put them up. I was looking for a reading chair because if you guys have seen the area where I normally have like my fort is over here. This is basically like my office area, I guess you could say, because here's my desk and my computer. And then I have all my bookshelves here, and then I have this bookshelf over here, which is like my manga shelf and my graphic novels. So all that there, and then I have all my, there's my rainbows, and then this one, my Harry Potter's on that top one, and then more of the rainbow, and then I have all these empty shelves. So anyway, so yeah, so I want to get a chair to put like right there, and then that's our patio. But yeah, I want to get like a chair to put like right there to just be like with my bookshelf, so I can just like chillax, hang out and stuff. So I was looking for one today, and I was trying to find one like in store somewhere so I could just do curbside pickup, because a lot of places are doing that right now, where like you order it online and then you go to the store and they bring it out to your car for you, so it's like no contact, but you can still get it same day. But literally no one had one that I wanted. Like, no one. And I live in Austin, so like, that's a problem. So I finally caved. I went on Amazon. I found what I wanted. It's not gonna be here till fucking Friday. One of those Pasbin chairs. It's like those big ass, like huge round chairs that kind of look like a nest. That's what I got. I also got like a little ottoman to go with it, so I can rest my feet up, because that's what my favorite. I want to be able to rest my feet up. And then I also got a little throw pillow for it that says books. I need more books, and books is like in capital letters. It's really cute. I love it a lot. So I ordered that for like an hour, because of course I was. But again, I'm always in a great mood when I get off TikTok, so like I can't really fault it. And I was only on there for like maybe an hour, hour and a half at the most. So like at least I wasn't on there for like 5 hours, which I have done. And then I cooked dinner, and then we ate dinner, and then I've just been like vibing tonight. I put on my dancing playlist on Spotify, and I have Google Cast, so I casted it to my living room speaker. And so I've just been hanging out, and then I put on Kaz's Read With Me live show that she had going on, so I was there for like the last 2 sprints. The Count of Monte Cristo, and I'm on chapter 28. I'm on page 267 now, so that's good. Hopefully by tomorrow I can get to like page 300. That would be cool. Oh, the other thing that I did do something else actually productive. Well, I did the dishes, but other than that, I've also I was writing on my fanfic on chapter 6. I'm like 1,000 1,200 words or some shit like that in, so doing real good on that. And then I'm probably gonna write some more tonight, maybe finish the chapter that way, which would be good because my beta, she lives in like England, so it's like 6 hours ahead or something, So if I can finish it tonight before I go to bed and send it off to her pretty much by the time I wake up tomorrow, she'll probably have sent it back to me with her edits and notes and blah blah blah. Finished Inheritance by Melinda Lowe, which was a book that I've been buddy reading with my friend Kristen, and I've talked about it pretty much this entire week. I finished it. I wish that we had gotten to stuff sooner. I feel like I talked about this for the first book. The first book in that series, the pacing was like bam, 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 bam. Like something happened every chapter you were on a cliffhanger. This book, the first like 30% was so fucking dull. I hated everything. And I didn't even want to read it at that point because everything was just boring as shit. So like, I don't know, the pacing has been off for both of these books, and I just like have not been a fan of the pacing anyway. And then I think finally around the 30% mark, we finally get into some interesting stuff, and the pacing is picked up again, and everything's going all right and stuff. But I don't know, this book just wasn't as enjoyable as the first one. I didn't like it as much until the last 30%. The last 30% was really fucking good. If that had been the entirety of the book, 5 out of 5. That was amazing. That was the best part. Love it a lot. But because it wasn't, I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. But again, the last 30% is killer. It's great. It's legendary. Love it so much. I would even like to see another book covering them going to the other planet. That would be cool. I'd be into that. But I know that's not going to happen. This is an old ass series. Obviously, another book never got picked up. So, it's fine. But when I was adding it to my Goodreads and like, you know, doing all that stuff, I noticed that there's a 1.5 novella and it follows Amber, which she is my favorite character because she's the only interesting fucking one we got. So I went ahead and checked out the novella from Overdrive, and it's only like 56 pages, so I'll probably read that tomorrow, and I'm really excited about it because, like, Amber's fucking cool, you guys, okay? She is so cool, and yeah, I'm just really excited to learn more about her. I think something probably right, because that's what I'm feeling, and I will check in with you guys later.
Booker says 300, but I'm drunk AF. I love it. I love whenever I.
Yo, it's me. I'm Book Nerd.